round of applause we've had so far is our original opener, and now it's the headliner. Can we have a wonderful round of applause for Mr. Andrew Pye? Bigger than that, you bastards, come on! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, Joe is right. I was here just in case. Alistair was late. You got up from the Isle of Wight. You've been here all night? Yeah. Alistair was late and I was here. I've been here all evening. There's been one question that's been burning on my mind. You're a lovely bunch, by the way. Really enjoying the show's been great and you've been fantastic. There's one question I've been meaning to ask all night. Is there anyone in this room that's been developing photographs all fucking evening? Why is this room lit? It's like old school, like someone's with a tray and a bit of water, do you know what I mean? Just so it's lovely to be here. Fine, upstanding ladies and gentlemen of Totton in Hampshire. I was in the West Country last night, a little place in Somerset called Midsummer Norton. Tiny little place, odd little place, Midsummer Norton. Population 4,000, surnames 3. Really fucking, so glad to be back in Hampshire. So lovely to be here. And it's my 30th anniversary year. Me and Alistair started about the same time in the kind of mid-90s. 1995, I did my first Edinburgh Festival. Have you noticed just recently there's this big thing about the Airbus and the software problem just in the last couple of days, and there's been like delays at airports and stuff? Because I'm nervous enough flying as it is. You know what I mean? I don't think the airplanes start to put you at your ease. Last time I flew, I had my table tray down from the seat in front. The stewardess came over to me, indignant, like almost angry, borderline angry. Can you put your table tray up, please? We're trying to take off. I said, what the fucking hell difference does that make? I'm nervous enough as it is. I don't need to know I pull that down and get sucked out of a fucking window. That is like putting away in your car with a glove compartment down. It shouldn't affect the outside physical properties. If you were driving along and someone pulled down your glove compartment, you wouldn't go, you put it up! Fucking maniac! Trying to get us fucking killed? So it's my 30th year. We flew to the Edinburgh Festival in 1995, and I did my first Edinburgh with a guy called Milton Jones, who's accrued a degree of notoriety in the last 30 years. Now he and I were handing out leaflets on the Royal Mile. That's what you do when you do the Edinburgh Festival. You take flyers for your show and you hand them out to people. There's hundreds of people on the Royal Mile all doing the same fucking thing, handing out flyers. And you recognise the Edinburgh residents pretty sort of quickly, because they're the ones who walk a wide circle around you. Try and put a flyer into their hand out. Oh, no, it's a wasted fucking trees, by the way. It's pretty rich coming from a race of people who cut down trees, throw them in the air and call it fucking sport. So Milton's there in like full like dress, like comedy cardigan, hair spiked up, giving out scratch cards. 1995 scratch cards were a new thing, and the promoter gave us scratch cards for the show. Milton said, scratch cards, sir. Scratch card, madam. And I saw the Scottish comedian Billy Connolly walking towards Milton as he was handing out his flyers, and I thought, this would be interesting. And Milton didn't break character for a second. He handed a scratch card to Billy Connolly and said, scratch card, sir. And Billy Connolly took this flyer off of Milton Jones and he said, oh, is this the Scottish thing? What I wish I'd done is fucking grabbed it back off him and said, fucking no! It's not the fucking Scottish thing, right? So what's your fucking language, right? But I didn't do that. We were just like staring at him like teenage, like starstruck goldfish. You're Billy Connolly. I found out my first gateway drug at Edinburgh was alcohol. Now I haven't had an alcoholic drink in the last getting on for 8 years now. And don't even try. This is England, right? If we were in America right now, I say I haven't drunk an alcoholic drink for 8 years, I'd be carried shoulder high out this room onto the street. Andrew's given up drinking, yeah! You say in England I've given up drinking, people are like, why? Almost suspicious, like, what the fuck? This is England, it's a rite of passage. Now put your big boy pants on and have a fucking drink! Horrible drinker I was. I tended to jabber the heart out of Star Wars after a couple of pints. More hot chicken wings, so low. Always with a sensible friend who's driving. He's like C3PO in this circumstance. You really should be leaving, Master Puke. No, I sense danger. I'm not fat mate, R2D2. You talk bollocks, I'll get him in. Gateway drug number 2, cannabis. I hadn't so much as rolled a joint before I became a comedian, and I very quickly became very fucking good at it. After I became a comedian. In the United States, you can buy a handgun with the necessary documentation, but it's illegal in certain states to buy native cannabis. Now, who would you rather have a fucking argument with? Someone who's got a gun, or someone who's going to forget what the argument was about in about 15 minutes? You can fight them off with a wagon wheel, can't you? This is a stone one, fucker, I'm tooled up. Stone people going, he's serious, he's got a curly whirly as well, back away. Put the curly whirly down, man, let's talk this through like adults. It's in the American Constitution, United States Constitution, Second Amendment. You have the constitutional right to bear arms. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I like living in a country where having the right to bear arms means if we all want to, we can wear vests. It's much more civilized. Trump, big Second Amendment guy. There's been the whole Epstein thing is blown up with, not Prince Andrew anymore, it's the carcass formerly known as Andrew. And Trump is up to his neck in it as well. But he's Teflon Don, right? Before the last election, there were 93 separate criminal charges, 4 separate criminal cases, and he beat all of them. And his only defence, as far as I can work out, and I'm paraphrasing here, but his only defence was, I did everything right, and he done it. And it fucking worked. He's the president. I was having an argument with an American friend of mine. I say American friend, he's American. Big Trump guy. Yeah. He's like, I said, you've almost made it. 250 years. Next year is the 250th anniversary of American democracy throwing off the yoke of British tyranny. And you didn't quite get it. You're a constitutional monarchy once again. Congratulations. My American friend was like, hey man, don't fucking patronise me, man. I think it finds pronounced patronise. Gateway drug number 3, magic mushrooms. Now, this was a little while ago, but I'm on the gateway drug, so number 3, magic mushrooms. Now, if you're walking past a nightclub tonight, in fact, not even a nightclub, because nowadays pubs have bouncers on the doors as well, so you can have all sorts of fun with this. Me and my mate Johnny, off our tits on magic mushrooms, walked up to a nightclub bouncer and said, look, we're really sorry, mate, but you can't come out. We're having a fucking binder right here. You're not wearing trainers, there you are. Gateway drug number 4, ecstasy. Now again, this is a little while ago, we got copper in, haven't we? Ex-copper, okay, this is all a long time ago, it's all a joke. Ecstasy. Now, ecstasy, if you haven't tried it, ecstasy, it makes you want to dance, firstly, and after an hour your chin drops out, that's what happens. Turns you into Bruce Forsyth after about an hour, right? So I was in Strawberry Sunday in Vauxhall, South London, a few years ago, walking back, I was off my tits, like 11 o'clock on a Sunday morning, walking back through Kingston upon Thames, where I lived at the time. Eyes like dinner plates, completely fucked. This woman stopped me to do a survey. Which I didn't mind, I just wondered what her ideal consumer looked like. Target demographic, for fuck's sake. Well, look at somebody who's whacked off their nuts, looks like Bruce Forsyth. You know, isn't that? Yeah, quick, get him! So, excuse me, sir, can I ask you a few questions? I said, it's all right, mate, I was far away. It's a nice city, you know. Ireland and then you say, hey, fuck it, let's go. She had a little list of questions. She said, right, okay, firstly, can I ask what you do for a living? I said, yeah, I'm a comedian. She said, oh, are you famous? I said, no, you'd recognise me if I was famous, wouldn't you? That's largely the fucking point of being famous. I wanted my own clipboard, my own question for her. I think you're a fucking idiot. Would you strongly disagree? Mildly disagree? Don't know. Next, cocaine. Gateway drug number 5. I think by now we can quantifiably say there's a problem. Yeah. There's if you're up in London, Evan, you're comedy aficionados, you love your live comedy, I recommend you go to a comedy club called the Bell and Banana. It's in a pub called the Bedford, right by Balham Station. It's a fucking beautiful comedy club. They call it Comedy's Globe Theatre because it has, like, literally it has the balcony, and it's just a fantastic comedy club. So I was there a few years ago. I was in a toilet upstairs doing a line of cocaine, and I noticed that someone had a shit in that toilet. So I went downstairs, opening line, I said, I've just been upstairs to do a line of cocaine at the toilet. Someone's only gone out a fucking shit in there. You people are fucking animals. So the next night, I'm in Just a Tonic in Nottingham. Right now, this is like, in the Bell and Banana, that's lived experience. I've gone on stage, I've said it out loud, and it's worked. The next night, I'm at Just a Tonic in Nottingham, and I say the same thing again. I've been in the toilet upstairs, did a line of cocaine. Someone's only got a fucking shit in there. You people are fucking animals. Everyone laughs except for these four guys down the front, like granite, like fucking Mount Rushmore down the front. And I just had to address it. I said, well, are you like police officers? And they went, yeah. They had warrant cards. Yeah, we're Nottingham CID. Yeah, we're police officers. For like, look, it's like fucking this ID. That's real ID. They're not pretending. So I said, like, because I did that joke in Balham last night. Are you here tonight because you got like intelligence from that in Balham last night, and now you're in Nottingham? So it's very easy to get paranoid in this line of work, right? I looked at the word paranoid in the dictionary. I said, what do you want to know for? London. I'm not from London. Yeah, I do get confused with the Londoner quite a bit, which is nothing to do with my accent. I'm just a bit of a cunt. It's an easy mistake to make. I'm actually from, and it's been mentioned tonight by our genial compere. I was born, raised, and educated in a small town on the south coast of England called Gosport in Hampshire. Yeah, no, it's not that good, really. We have more. Yeah, I found this out recently. We have more military veterans in Gosport than anywhere else in the United Kingdom. 12% of us gospel people are military veterans. I was walking past the community hall there recently. At the Thorngate Community Hall in Gosport, they had a chalkboard outside, and written on this chalkboard was Pensioners Singles Night. I thought, oh, it's never too late to find love. It's beautiful. Now, I did think, obviously, the first thing I thought was, if you're 90 and you're in the pool, you can't be too fucking picky. I'm sorry. If you're 90, you can't really be a tip man or a bum man at 90. Fuck, if you find someone who can walk unaided, you're a leg man. I do like them with their own hips, I do. And I don't know what it is, there's much more give. I don't know what that means. I've lived it one night, I got a laugh, it stays in. That's how it works. But in Gosport, and it's ex-copper down the front, back me up, I hope, we're in London, Metropolitan Police under investigation, like constantly it seems. There's institutional racism, institutional homophobia, institutional misogyny, institutional corruption in the Met Police. Now in Hampshire, this is true, in the Hampshire Constabulary, because the army and security firms are using Alsatians more and more, the police are running out of Alsatians they can use as police dogs, and they're thinking of using as a replacement breed for Alsatians, Rottweilers. Which I think is a terrible idea, because we've seen the bad publicity. We know they're vicious, they're dangerous, they've got basic behavioural problems. And if you give them a fucking Rottweiler, that is going to exacerbate the problem. It's going to make it worse. So it's Saturday night, Tottenham in Hampshire. Anything could happen. And I recommend, if you're going back to someone's house for the first time tonight, because that might happen, you might go back to Jim's. Let's go back to Jim's. He's the ex-copper, he's got great drugs. If you're going back to someone's house for the first time tonight, I have a tip for you. Always ask where the light switch is in the bathroom before you go anywhere near the bathroom. Every house I've ever been in, all the light switches are really obvious. Go into the lounge, there's a light switch just inside the door. Kitchen, little flicky light switch inside the door. All the bedrooms, little flicky light switch just inside the door you're going to be going into. Bathroom, for some reason, different kettle of fish. It can be a flicky light switch on the outside of the bathroom, sometimes a flicky light switch on the inside of the bathroom. More often than not, my money is on, and the smart money joins me on a putty-downy, stringy light switch inside the bathroom. And if you don't ask where it is before you go anywhere near it, you'll spend an hour in a pitch-black bathroom doing this. Sometimes it's higher up. My mum had a pulley down, but she had a wooden handle on the end of the pulley down these stringy light switch. I don't know what purpose that served, because you'll swish it one of those, you won't get it in your hand, you just start swinging in a big circle around your head. And you'll know that when it hits you on the back of the head. Alright, so good to see you. There we go, both hands now. Fucking Morrissey in the bathroom. No, the light cord. Sometimes you get to put it down your stringy light switch in your hand. Cocky as fuck. Got to put it down your stringy light switch in my hand. No problem here. Pull it, little tiny red light comes on. To tell you the water in the shower is heating up. You look at it for a bit and then you think that's not going to be enough, is it? I don't care how much my eyes adjust. I'll need all the carrots in the world to help me here. Fuck it, I'll piss in the dark, I don't care. If you're a woman at this point, you can sit down to a slash in the dark, no splash, no problem. If you're a bloke, you can sit down and piss as well, but there's no fucking challenge in that. No way! Do I sit and piss like a girl? Fuck that! Wedge your knees against the bowl. Now, as long as I can hear splash, that's all I want to hear is splash. I do not want to be hearing porcelain. That could be the rim, could be going everywhere. All I want to hear when I start pissing is the reassuring tinkly winkly sound of water hitting water. You start pissing, go, fuck, toilet seat up. Shit! That should have been top of my checklist. Because good people of Southampton here this evening, I will piss in someone else's bathroom, but I will never have a poo in someone else's bathroom. I reserve that for my bathroom and my bathroom only. There is a very definite reason for this. There is a point in your life when you change from a boy into a man. It's not when you hit puberty, it's not when you're 18 or 21, it's when your poo smells as bad as your dad's did when you were a kid. And only then are you a man. Women, you know what I'm talking about. You have boyfriends, husbands, when you were children, you have fathers. About 6 or 7 years old, when you first smelled that smell from fucking hell. Right down innocent daisy chaining your hair, doing nothing but meadows. And it's a bloke thing. When was the last time you had a woman come out of the toilet and say, you want to give that 5 minutes? Never. You know. So there's you've been absolutely delighted. Well, I had a good feeling about you guys before I walked up on stage. You've been a joy to perform to, and thank you very much. I'll hand you over to Joe. Again. A round of applause for Andrew to finish off the evening. Thank you.